FY BCom Semester 1, Subject Economics. Today's our topic is budget line and their characteristic and consumers equilibrium. First of all, I explaining budget line. What a consumer can actually buy depends on the income at his disposal and prices of goods in consideration. Budget line shows those combinations of two commodities which a consumer can actually purchase under a given situation of income and price. I give you an example. Two commodities are oranges and apples. The price are rupees 2 and rupees 1 per unit respectively, and consumer income is rupees 100. The consumer can have either 50 oranges and no apples or 100 apples and no oranges. Their combination we are explaining with the help of table. First of all, I explaining table. We have two columns. First oranges and second apples. In oranges we are putting to the sum figures 50, 45, 40, 35, 0. In the same way apple 0, 10 unit, 20 unit, 30 unit and 100 unit. It means that first combination is 50 oranges and 0 apple. Second combination is 45 oranges and 10 apples. And next is 40 oranges and 20 apples, and next one is 35 oranges and 30 apples, and last one is 0 oranges and 100 unit of apples. It means that consumer, they are selecting to the first type option, so they are using to their all income with the for the buying of only oranges. They cannot buying to the any apple. Second point, they are defined to the that thing consumer, they are divided to the their income with the their income in or buying to the 45 oranges and 10 apples. After that they are buying to the 40 unit of oranges and 20 unit of apple, and next one is 35 oranges and 30 apples, and last one combination they are defined to the that thing consumer can only buying to the only apples, they cannot buying to the any oranges. After that we are drawing to the graph or a figure. In that figure x defined to the apples units, y defined to the oranges unit. In that table, if you consumer buying to the first combination is 50 unit of oranges and no can buying to the any apple, so they are defined to the a point in a figure. You are putting to the a point. After 45 oranges and 10 apple, you are putting to the c point. After 40 and 20, you are putting to the d point. 35 and 30, you are putting to the e point, and last one 0 to 100, you are putting to the b point, and you are join to all point and draw one straight line. The name is price line or a budget line. After I am explaining to their figure, AB is the price line or a budget line. It is obtained by joining A and B points. Every point on this line, such like C, D, E, shows a combination of two commodities which a consumer can purchase. Given price of two commodities and his income, a consumer can be at any point on the price line, neither below nor above the line. At any point above the price line, the cost of the combination is greater than rupees 100, and if he is at any point below the price line, it means that B is not spending his entire income. Price line shows various possibilities of purchases, and differences curve show preferences of the consumer. Budget line is also known as the price line because its slope shows the price of one commodity in terms of the other. Like I give you an example, the price of apple equal to OA upon OB equal to 50 unit upon 100 unit equal to 1 by 2. Half orange is equal to 1 rupees. The price of orange equal to OB upon OA equal to 100 upon 50 equal to 2 apples equal to rupees 2. The slope of budget line will change with the ratio of prices of oranges and apples. Price of orange is constant at rupees 2 per unit and price of apples rises from rupees 1 per unit to rupees 2 per unit. Consumer can purchase either 50 oranges or 50 apples. The slope of budget line will increase. The position of budget line depends on consumer money income. If price of orange and apple are constant, rupees 2 and rupees 1 respectively, and consumers money income rise from rupees 100 to rupees 200, he can purchase either 100 oranges or 200 apples. Budget line will shift up without changes its slope. The two position we are explaining with the help of graph. That is their characteristics. Their first characteristic is change in the slope, and second characteristic is shift in the budget line. First, I am explaining first. When price of one commodity changes and price other commodities and income remain constant, then there is a changes in the slope of the budget line. In a figure, OX defined to the apples unit, OY defined to the oranges unit. In that figure, we are drawing to the we are putting to the 1 point in a y-x axis, and in a 2 point we are putting in a x-axis, and we are drawing to the two straight line for x-axis, and we are drawing to the only 1 point in a y-axis, and the name is OC1 and OC2. Or you are putting to the AB1, AB2, any option you are putting to the. I am in a y axis I am putting to the A, and in x axis I am putting to the B and C. It means AB and AC curve. In the initial state in AB, price of apples and oranges is rupees 10 each, and income the consumer is rupees 100. If the price of apples is reduced to 5 rupees and other things remain unchanged, the opportunity of purchase oranges increase to 20 units, and opportunity line change from AB to AC. The change will be on x-axis when price of oranges changes. Second characteristic is shift in the budget line. When price of both the commodities remain constant and income change, then the budget line shift. The shifting will be parallel for both the commodities changes. I am explaining figure. X axis we are putting to the apples, and y axis we are putting to the oranges. We are drawing to the first budget line, and after we are in some space we are drawing to the second budget line. First budget line, their name is AB, and second budget line, their name is CD. Slope changes when price of only one commodity change and price of other commodities and income remain constant. When price of oranges change, then opportunity of purchase orange commodities also change. On AB, the price of both the commodity is rupees 10 and income of the consumer is rupees 100. If income increase to 100 to 200 rupees and price of both the commodities remain unchanged, then opportunity to purchase both the commodities increase and the budget line will be shift to upward side and their name is CD. If the income of the individual is reduced, then the shift will be on the left side. My second topic is consumer equilibrium. Consumer equilibrium we are explaining with the help of budget line and indifference curve. Consumer equilibrium is defined as a situation which provides the optimum level of satisfaction to the individual under the given constraints of income, price, and consumer choice. The maximum satisfaction is derived under the situation when the given equilibrium is attained. The consumer do not prefer to change the combination of the commodities under the given condition of price, income, and choices. In the indifference curve technique, the position of consumer equilibrium is examined under the following assumption. The consumer has a fixed amount of money income and the entire income is to be spent. He is faced with two commodities X and Y. Price of X and Y are given and constant. Third one is commodities X and Y are divisible so that various combinations of X and Y can be imagined. Fourth one is the consumer has a defined fourth one is consumer has a definite scale of preference which is expressed through indifference meme. Last one is the consumer is rational. He seeks to maximize utility, that is, he attempts to reach the highest possibility indifference curve. In graphical technique, we have to superimpose the budget line upon the consumer indifference map to obtain his equilibrium position. After I am explaining to after that assumption, I am explaining first of all figure. X defined to the apples, Y defined to the oranges. First of all, we are drawing to the budget line. It is a straight line and their name is AB. After we are drawing to the indifference curve 1, 2 and 3. The name is IC1, IC2 and IC3. And we are putting to the sum point in all three IC1, IC2 curve and budget line AB also. In a IC1, they are cut to budget line in a 2 point. Their point is P and R. In a middle, we are putting to the S. IC2 curve, it is touched to our budget line and we are putting to the one point, the name is Q. In a IC3 curve, we are putting to the one point, the name is T. I repeat, OX defined to the apples, OY defined to the oranges. We are drawing to the one budget line. This is straight line. The name is AB. We are drawing to the three curve. The name is IC1, IC2 and IC3. It is our indifference curve. We are putting to the IC1 one curve or a budget line. They are cut to each other. First point, their name is P, and second point, they are cut to budget line. Their name is R. And one middle point, we are putting to the one IC1 curve in a middle. Their name is S. IC2 curve is touched to budget line in a Q point, and IC3 curve we are putting to the one point, the name is T. The point name is T. The consumer can be at any point on the price line AB. He can have any of the combination indicated by point A, P, Q, R or B. But he gets more satisfaction at P than at A and still more satisfaction at Q than at P. Q is on indifference curve IC1 which is higher than Q is indifference curve IC2 which is higher than IC1. Any point on IC1 is preferable to any point on IC2. Q indicates the position of maximum satisfaction or equilibrium. A point of tangency between price line and indifference curve shows the position of equilibrium of the consumer. The satisfaction at T on IC3 is more than at Q on IC2, but it is not reliable as it is outside the price line AB. This situation I am explaining. In IC1, we are putting to the 3 point P, R and S. P and R, they both are cut to our budget line, and S, it is a below of our budget line. So S, they cannot satisfy to the they cannot giving to the satisfaction because of a reason they are outside of our budget line. But P and R, they both are available in our budget line. That's why P giving to the maximum satisfaction comparison to R. But if you are going to the IC2 curve, they are giving to the higher satisfaction comparison to IC1. It means that Q, they are defined to the maximum satisfaction comparison to P or R, and Q, they are count as a equilibrium point. Because of the reason they touch to our budget line, that's why they are giving to the maximum satisfaction. And IC3, we are putting to the one point, the name is D. They are giving to the maximum satisfaction, but consumer cannot selecting that point because of the reason they are upward side of the our budget line. That's why they cannot giving to the satisfaction comparison to Q point. It means that Q, it is defined to the our equilibrium point. But one more condition is to be fulfilled. At the point of equilibrium, the marginal rate of substitution must be diminishing. For if it is increased, there will be no stable equilibrium. Above discussion that there are two conditions of consumer equilibrium in indifference curve analysis. Indifference curve must be tangent to budget line. This means that marginal rate of substitution x and y must be equal to the ratio of prices of x and y. Second one is indifference curve must be converged at the point of tangency. This means that marginal rate of substitution xy must be diminishing at the point of tangency between indifference curve and budget line.